morning, guys. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. Do people say Happy New Year's Eve or Happy New Year? I guess it's not the new year yet. So Happy New Year's Eve. I've just made myself a little morning coffee and I'm just in my pajamas. I feel like the last few vlogs I've uploaded or the last few videos, I've just been in my pajamas constantly. And I'm not mad at it because I am someone who is very hard on myself constantly. I always feel like I should be doing something. I always feel like I should be being productive. I should be exercising. I should be working. I should be working on my YouTube. I should be doing something. And I've really made a conscious effort over this last Christmas week to slow down and do less, because I know as soon as the new year ramps up, I'm going to be back to my usual antics. So I really want to take this week to actually just decompress. And I haven't done a perfect job at it, I will have to say. I have still been in the gym, I have still been doing productive things, I have still been filming, editing, uploading, but for the most part I have literally just chilled out and I have loved every second. So I actually had quite a few things on my to-do list for today, and I've thought, it's the 1st of January tomorrow, I'll do them all tomorrow. I'm gonna have a super productive day tomorrow, so I'll do them tomorrow, and I'm gonna take one last day, the last day of this year, to just chill, reflect, relax, and yeah, that's what I'm doing with my morning. I have already been to the gym, so yes, I have been to the gym, came home, had a shower, and put my pajamas back on. Don't come for me. But I just thought, yeah, let me just have one more day and I'll get back to the productiveness tomorrow. So I thought we could spend the day together, spend the morning together. I am going out later on, so we're going to do a little get ready with me, a little spend the New Year's Eve morning with me. I'm not going to vlog when I go out later because I am going out with my friends and I really just want to see the new year in and just relax when I'm out, but I will vlog the morning. First thing on today's list, now that we're not being productive anymore, I'm going to get back into my book. And yes, I am using a coaster as a bookmark because I don't have a bookmark. If anyone would like to get me a bookmark, I would really appreciate that because I do need one. I'm using a coaster. But anyways, I'm about halfway through this. I've read this, I got it on Christmas Eve. So I've read it in half of it in just under a week. So I really did want to finish it by the end of the year. That was my goal to myself, but there's no way I'm going to do that. I'm not going to read 350 pages today. So there's no way I'm going to do that, but that's fine. I will finish it in early January. If you still haven't started this series, I am very late to the party. I know it's been flying around online for ages. I am very late to the party, but I'm someone who struggles to read. I do struggle to get into a good book, and I just find that I can't concentrate. I don't make the time. I have made the time for this series. So if you are someone who wants to get into reading but really struggles, pick up this series. I think the books are £4 on Amazon, so you can't go wrong. And I've loved it. I've absolutely loved it. So I'm going to sit myself here. I'm going to finish my coffee. And I'm going to have a slow morning. I'm going to revel in the last day of this year. I do have a lot to say about this year and goals for next year and all of that good stuff, but I'm going to save that for later, for when we get ready, because we can have a little bit of a catch up then, because I have a lot to say. I really do. Until then, I need to know what happens next. I need to know what happens next. Go for your morning run, well done. Well done, go for your New Year's Eve run. You go. Time to tan. I'm not usually a tan girly. I've spoke about this before. I hate fake tan. I hate the feel of it. I hate the smell of it. I hate the fact it goes on all my clothes. It's not for me. But I am in a whole new level of pale at the minute. This is uncharted territory for me. I am super, super, super pale, and the dress that I'm wearing tonight is like a little bandeau number, so I really need to do something that's going to match up my face to my body, because my foundation is orange, and then the rest of my body is like Casper the Ghost. So I am going to put some tan on. I'm going to use my all-time favourite. This is the Tan Luxe, the Gradual Radiance. So it is like a tinted moisturiser rather than an actual fake tan. I've spoke about this a couple of times. I absolutely love it because it gives your skin like a little bit of a shimmer, a little bit of a glow, as well as making it brown, and it doesn't go green, which I love. Lots of the time some tans can go green and muddy. This one definitely doesn't do that. However, it does have quite a strong scent, which I don't love. Usually I would try and do this the night before so that I can have a shower and rinse it off to get rid of the strong smell, but I haven't done that. And I'm doing it the day of. So it does have quite a strong scent, but I'm going to just hope that putting it on a good couple of hours before and then lathering my body in some kind of scent later on is going to mask it, but this is what I'm going to do. Also, I am not much of a tan girly. Like, I'm probably not the person to be taking tan advice from, but my top 2 tips to get this to go on super smooth, super nice, and not make a mess is A, scrub your hands and your wrists afterwards. Mine always gathers around here, around the wrist. So make sure you scrub your wrists afterwards and get all that off. And then sometimes I will go in as well with like a big buffing brush like this. This one is just from Real Techniques. And I'll take a little bit of the moisturiser and just kind of blend it down on my hands and on my wrists as well to make sure that it's not super streaky. My other top tip for making sure that you don't make a mess with fake tan or tinted moisturiser is to have a pair of pyjamas that are your like dedicated tan pyjamas. So these ones are my old pyjamas. They've got holes in them, they've got rips in them. They're about 25 sizes too big. And I save these for when I've got tan or tinted moisturiser on. So I'll put this on, and then while it's developing, I'll put these pyjamas on because I don't care if they get tan on them. They are literally crusty and dusty. And I don't want to get tan on my nice red velvet pyjamas. So just keep a scruffy pair of pyjamas as your tan pyjamas, and you will save yourself a lot of mess and a lot of hassle and a lot of sadness when you ruin clothes. And also, these are long bottoms and long sleeves. So if I'm sitting on the sofa or I'm getting in my clean sheets in the white bedding, I'm good to go. So I'm going to go do this, and I'll be back when I'm hopefully about 25 million shades darker, because my foundation, like, look at the shade of my foundation. Like, am I joking? Like, when was I ever this colour? I really need to get a foundation my actual shade, so I'm hoping this is going to match me up somehow. Wish me luck. Right, awful pyjamas that are 25 million sizes too big and about to fall down and just so creased and so awful are now on. Tan is on. It takes about 2 hours to develop. I'm on, what time are we on? I'm on 1 o'clock, so I've got about 2 hours of chilling before I need to even start thinking about getting ready. So I'm going to go put myself back on the sofa, probably read my book, might do a little bit of editing, but I did say I was going to take it easy today and pick up back up tomorrow. So yeah, let's go chill on the sofa. We have got so much to catch up on when we get ready shortly, so I'm excited for that. I'm excited to do my glam, excited to feel super cute and have a good natter about 2024 and what we're going to do in 2025. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. There's so much pressure around the end of the year. It's a lot. I'm going to go try and take the pressure off and chill for a couple of hours and read my book and watch Squid Game. I've got 2 episodes of Squid Game left and I want to finish that as well. So 2 hours and an hour of reading. That'll do. Right. Bye. Okay, it's officially time to get ready, and I was going to change out of my gross fake tan pyjamas, but I'm not, because this is what I would usually get ready in. So I'm going to start with a little bit of skincare. Just go in with my hyaluronic acid. I have just popped a spot and I don't know why I did that. I just seen it and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get you, and I regret it. I immediately regret it. I don't know why I did that, but I'll live. It'll be fine. Under my eyes has been so dry at the minute, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's my retinol eye cream or what's going on, but underneath my eyes has just been so dry. It doesn't look like it right now because I do have a couple of breakouts due to eating like an absolute pig over the last week. I've just ate so out of routine, had so much alcohol and so much food. So I have had a few breakouts here. But in terms of my actual chin, which is where the issue is with my skin, it's definitely getting better. I mean, it might not look like it right now because it is quite red because I've just washed my face, but it's definitely getting better. It feels a lot less red. There's definitely fewer breakouts. A couple of weeks ago, I was getting a new spot literally every single day. Now I'm probably getting like 1 or 2 a week. So yes, obviously it's still not perfect, but it's definitely a lot better. The last couple of times I've got ready, I've actually done makeup, hair, outfit, which never used to be my jam. It was always hair, makeup, outfit. But I've actually been wearing my hair up quite a lot lately, and I think I'm going to do it up again tonight because it is blowing a gale out there and it's also raining. And I just can't really be bothered with my hair just blowing around and looking nice when I get there, and then after 5 minutes of being outside, just looking rubbish. So I think I'm going to put my hair up again tonight as well. I've just stuck my brows up and started applying my foundation like you've literally seen me do 1,000 times before. But where do we even start with 2024? Like, I don't even know where to start. Like, it has been wild. I'm not really into like star signs and like my horoscope and what is it, like your sign, your moon and your rising, your something, moon and rising. I don't know what it is, right? But I'm not really into it. Like, I don't really get it. I don't really understand it. I don't really know a lot about it. Not that I like don't believe in it. I just don't really know enough about it. I would kind of like to learn more. Maybe that's something I'll look into a little bit more in 2025. Like, it is something I would like to be a little bit more knowledgeable about. But I know everyone has been saying like Saturn's on its return, like Mercury is in the microwave, whatever it is that has been happening this year. I've felt it. Like, I have felt the return of Saturn. Things have been absolutely wild. And I have read this thing that apparently once you get into the years between 27 and 30, like they're the years of your Saturn return. Like, I don't know. I wish I could say that I knew more about it, but I really don't. But I've definitely felt the year of being 27, Saturn's returning. Like, I don't know where Saturn's been, what's been happening, but Saturn is returning. And I know a lot of people have felt like that, like looking on social media, a lot of people have been posting that this year has just been wild for them. I just feel like so much has gone on, but I also feel like the year has gone so quick. This has probably been one of the quickest years of my life. Like, I think it was literally just 2023, like 2 minutes ago. I wish I never popped that spot. Like, why did I do that? Anyways, see what I mean about matching my neck to my body? I've put tan on and it's still a huge problem. It will be fine once I drag this down, but it's still a problem. I need some sun. Like, I'm desperate for some sun. I think we're going to book a holiday. Like, get me on a beach somewhere. Por favor. I personally hate looking on social media like around this time of year, like the last couple of days, plus probably the next couple of days. Like, I just don't really like looking. Everyone's busy posting their like roundup of 2024 and like things on my vision board that went to plan this year. And I know it's so cliche, but nobody is posting things that I set out to do the beginning of this year and didn't achieve, things that went wrong this year, like drama or trauma or whatever I had this year. Like, nobody's posting that. And I know that you all went through it. Like, looking at my YouTube channel as well, you would probably think that my year has gone one way. And let me tell you, it's gone the opposite. Whatever you think of my life this year, this is how fake social media is. I can guarantee whatever you think of my life this year, it is not all that it seems. And I mean, that does seem like I've had like a terrible year. That isn't true. Like, it hasn't been the worst, but it also definitely has not been the best. Like, a lot has gone wrong for me this year. A lot has been weighing on my mind. Like, there's just been a lot of uncertainty, and if you're anything like me, I really struggle with uncertainty. I just need to be sure. I need to know what's happening. I need to be sure of the way that things are going to plan out, and life doesn't work that way. Like, nobody knows what's going to happen. Life is full of uncertainties and the unknown, and not knowing what's going to happen next and not knowing how things are going to pan out. And that is something that I really struggle with. And 2024 for me has been a huge year of uncertainty, and that has caused like a lot of anxiety in my life this year. Like, I'm just going to be real, it has. So if you are feeling bad about the year that you've had, or feeling like, oh, everyone's posting their roundups and everyone's year was amazing and this and that and the other, maybe if you watch my channel, and I mean, you probably don't sit and envy my life. Like, I'm not some huge influencer with millions of followers and millions of pounds and all this designer luxury or whatever. But if you are watching my channel at all and thinking that my life is, oh, she's got this or she's got that, or I would love to have this or that, if you are watching in any way, shape or form in that sense, just know that's not all real. Like, it's literally not. Like, it's not all it's cracked up to be. And if I'm telling you that, I can guarantee the influencer that you follow, not that I'm calling myself an influencer, by the way, but the influencer that you follow that has like 10 million followers and posts all these amazing trips and all these amazing things, I bet you they feel exactly the same. It's just whether they're willing to share that or not. So that's my little two penneth. Not to get too deep, but it's been a wild one. Like, it really, really has. I am so ready for next year. Like, I'm ready. I kind of got to the beginning of December and I started telling myself, like, I'm ready for 2025. Like, I'm ready for a new year. I'm ready for things to be different. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for that. And then I've kind of had to check myself and be like, what's going to change, honey? Like, what is actually going to change? It's just tomorrow. Like, it's literally just another day. And there can be so much pressure around a new year, like pressure to set new goals, pressure to make a vision board, pressure to achieve all these things and start being productive and do all of these things, which, don't get me wrong, I do think is a good thing in a sense, because it's like motivation, gets you up and going, like set your new goals for the year, like absolutely. But the pressure around it is just immense. Like, especially if you look on social media, everyone making vision boards, everyone putting their goals out there. Like, yes, you can have goals and yes, you can start fresh in the new year, but like the pressure is just, it's a lot. Like, it can be really, really overwhelming, especially if you feel like your year hasn't gone to plan or things that you wanted to achieve, like you haven't ended up achieving. Like, that is fine. Like, you can try again. Like, life is a continuum. Like, it's not one year or the other. Like, it's not, I've had a bad year last year, I'm gonna have a good year this year, or vice versa. Like, it's a continuum. Like, time is just a made up concept. And I know there is a lot of pressure around the new year. And I think as long as you use it in a positive way, like as long as you use it to set yourself new goals and set yourself new challenges, then fine. But if you use it in like a pressurized way of like, you're a failure, you didn't achieve what you set out to achieve, like 2025 is going to be a whole new you, like, it's not. Let's be realistic. Like, it's not. It's just tomorrow. Like, you are the same person. Like, you really are. Sorry, but you are. I am definitely guilty of looking online as well and like looking at what other people have achieved this year and thinking like, what I've done isn't enough, or it's not good enough, or I need to do better next year. Like, I am definitely guilty of it as well. And like, it's so cliche, but comparison really is the thief of joy. Like, everyone's journey is their own. So I do have some specific goals for 2025. Of course, I'm sure everybody does. Some of mine are like tangible goals, like, you know, I want to achieve X, I want to do Y, I want to visit W place. Like, some of them are tangible goals, but a lot of mine, to be honest, if I'm going to be transparent, are more mental goals. Like, I want to feel this way, I want to work on this, I want to like create this space in my mind. Like, a lot of them are more kind of mental challenges, which I think, to be honest, are probably harder, because if it was like, I want to go skydiving, like, okay, I just book the skydive, I turn up, I jump out the plane, like, it's done, achieved, ticked off. Whereas like a mental goal is like, how do you know when you've achieved that? You know what I mean? Like, if you want to work towards something that you want to feel or you want to think in your life, like, how do you know when you've actually achieved that? Like, just because you feel like that one day doesn't mean you'll feel like that going forward. So it is kind of, again, that like continuum that I'm speaking about, like just working on myself in certain areas that I've struggled with this year and just, you know, being that 1% better every day. Like, that is one of my main goals this year, like to feel like by the end of 2025 I'm not in the exact same place as I was at the beginning of 2025. This is getting a little bit heavy for a get ready with me. Like, let me just do my concealer. Concealer. Ooh. Why did I pop that spot? Like, should I make that a little mole? Should I just leave it? Am I going to just make it worse? These are the decisions. Let's put some more concealer on that, I think. Should have just left it. I'll never learn my lesson. Does this ever happen for anyone else, right? Asking for a friend. Oops. This is the same concealer and under eye powder I've used for probably just over a year now. and it always looks flawless, like it always goes to plan. And today, well, actually not today, the last week, the last few times I've used it, it's just stopped working. Like, it's just started clinging to these like patches under my eyes and just creasing and just not looking flawless under my eyes. And I'm just wondering, does that happen for anyone else? Like, do you have a makeup product that you love and then all of a sudden it just like stops agreeing with your face? Like, is that just me? Because it wasn't just once that it's happened. It's happened the last 3-4 times I've done my makeup, and I'm like, hello, like, why have you stopped working all of a sudden? Like, I just don't get it. Is that just a me thing? Because it's not the first time it's happened. It's happened with a few other products as well. Like, after a while, they just like, they don't work anymore. And I don't understand if that's just a me thing or is that like a makeup thing? Like, does that happen to other people? Please let me know. I'm just powdering my face with the Laura Mercier loose setting powder in honey. This is my favourite setting powder at the minute. It just really locks everything down in place, which is exactly what we want because we're going to have this makeup on for a good while. As much as there's pressure to set goals around the new year and like all of that, I think that there's also pressure to like do something on New Year's Eve. Like, there's so much pressure built up around this night to like go out and have the most fun and like do something really big and extravagant. And the reality is, like, there's just no need. Like, it's just another normal night out. Like, I get people want to bring in the new year and like celebrate, but then like we don't do it for every month. Like, we don't do it for every week. Like, what is the big deal? So I would love to know what everyone's up to tonight. Like, are you going out? Are you staying in? I've actually stayed in the last couple of New Year's. I'll probably say the last 2 or 3 years. I've just actually stayed in the house. And I've seen in midnight, like watch the fireworks from the bedroom window or something, and then gone to bed. Whereas tonight, obviously, I am actually going out, hence why I'm getting ready. So I'm actually going out for dinner with a few friends tonight. We're going for like a dinner and drinks vibe. So we're gonna go for food at about 7 p.m. We're gonna obviously stay until midnight. I think the place that we're going to closes at around 1. So I think we're gonna see in the new year and then like leave at 1 p.m. and come home, which is just a nice vibe. Like, it's a nice vibe of nice food, couple of drinks, good company, and then home in bed. Like, for me, there's nothing worse than being in a nightclub on New Year's Eve. Like, there's just not. Like, you look around, you don't know anyone that's there. Everyone's just being like loud and boisterous, and I'm just, well, I think I'm too old for that now. Like, I'm done. So some nice food and some nice drinks will do me just nicely. I've actually done something a little bit rogue, and I've signed up for a New Year's Day 5k. So I'm actually doing a 5k run in the morning at 9 a.m, which, I mean, 9 a.m doesn't sound early, it doesn't, but given that the run actually starts at 9 a.m, I would have to leave my house at just after 8. In order to leave my house just after 8, I probably have to be up at like 7:30. So, given the fact I'm also probably not going to get home and into bed until about 2 p.m ish probably, it's not giving me much time to sleep. That's like what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like between 5 and 6 hours sleep, which, I mean, it's not a lot when you want to get up and go and do a 5k, is it? So I don't really know why I've signed up. Well, I do know why I've signed up for that, but now that the time's come, I'm kind of like, was that a wise decision, Nadia? I'm not actually sure. And I am the type of person that if I don't go, I will be very, very hard on myself for it. Like, I've signed up for it, you should go. And it's what you wanted to do, so you should go. So I'm definitely committed to doing it. But like, I wish it could be at like 11 a.m, you know? Like, an extra 2 hours in bed would be lovely. But then again, probably a lot of people aren't going out for New Year's Eve. So for them, 9 a.m is probably like a very reasonable start time if they're in bed and asleep before 12, which I usually would be. Grandma over here. I am definitely in my like health and fitness era this year more than ever. Like, I've always been a little bit of a gym girly, but like not really super dedicated. Like, I've went in and out of going. Like, I would usually go at the beginning of the year and usually in the run up until summer, and then once summer was over, I'd kind of like pie it off in September and probably not really go again until January, maybe like on and off. I've never really been like a committed, dedicated 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a week gym girly every single week all year until this year. Like, I found a gym that I really love. I enjoy going, so it gets me there because I enjoy it once I'm there, and I know when I leave I always feel good. And I've probably seen a lot of physical progress this year as well. I'm getting stronger, I'm getting fitter, so that is addictive. Like when you're getting stronger and when you're getting fitter and when you look in the mirror and you can see progress, that is very, very addictive. So this is the first year where I've like really actually seen like good progress where I'm like, you know what? I want to keep doing that. So not me actually going to the gym over the Christmas period. I never thought I would be that girl. I never thought I would be the girl that went to the gym on like Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, any of that. Like I would always give myself the Christmas period off. However, this year I've been at the gym over Christmas. I went on Christmas Eve, I went on Boxing Day, I went this morning, I'm doing the 5K tomorrow, I went on like the 27th, the 28th. Like I've been in between Christmas and New Year's Eve, and I never, ever, ever thought that would be me. So I'm super proud of myself for that, and I just want to keep it up. Like I thought going into the year, running a 5K on New Year's Day is the way to like set myself up for the year. Like I really don't want to go into the year hungover or in bed and just like wasting the day eating rubbish food. Like I just want to go into the year feeling strong, feeling good, and like doing something for my mind, for my body, for my soul. I don't know, going for a run. And I mean, I'm not even really much of a runner. Like I don't even really like running that much. Like a 5K after 5 hours sleep is probably going to take it out of me. It's probably going to wipe me out. But, you know, it's a challenge and I've signed up for it now, so I should probably go. I would love to know what everybody else's like New Year's resolutions or New Year's goals are. Obviously ones that you feel comfortable sharing. Like I definitely have some goals that I'm not going to share, which is absolutely fine. But ones that you obviously feel comfortable sharing and maybe inspire other people to have like similar goals or whatever. Definitely do let me know if anyone has any that they would like to share, because I would love to know. Like sometimes there's things that people have as goals that I'm like, oh, I didn't even think of that. Like I would love to do that as well. So definitely do be letting me know. The one thing that I'm actually toying with tonight is whether to drink alcohol or not. I've definitely gone back and forward with my relationship with alcohol over the last, probably only over the last like week or two really, but I've been out, I think honestly only twice over the Christmas period I've drank alcohol, and both times I've just felt rubbish. Like I just felt rubbish when I've got home on the night. I felt sick, I felt rubbish. The next day I've been written off, I've ate junk food, I've skipped the gym. Like I've just felt really rubbish with it this year. I say this year, this week, and I'm not someone that's like sober curious at all really. I'm like, I don't drink very often. I probably drink like once a month, if that, once every couple of months. So I'm not really like sober curious at all, because I'm like, you know what, I don't do it very often, and when I do it, like I enjoy myself, I have fun, and then it's like business as usual. So I'm not really too bothered. It's not like I'm drinking every weekend and I'm like, you know what, I should really give up alcohol. Like it's not good for me. Like I'm just not a big drinker anyways. So I'm not really interested in like cutting out alcohol from my life completely. However, the last two times I have drunk alcohol, I haven't actually enjoyed it that much. Like, yes, it was fun at the time, but after an hour or so of being home and being in bed and all the next day, I'm like, it wasn't worth it. And I've spent loads of money. Like it wasn't worth it. So for the last few days, I've been hell bent on the fact that I'm going to drive tonight. I'm not going to drink alcohol. I'll have like a no alcohol prosecco and then just like some Pepsi or something. Like I just wasn't bothered. And obviously I'm up tomorrow in the morning for my run, so I'm like, the last thing I want to do is be tired and then also be hungover, so I'm not going to do it. But then now that the time is here, like I do just feel a little bit of pressure to drink. And not that even my friends are putting pressure on me, they're like, do what you want, like if you don't want to, don't. But like obviously everybody else is, and I don't want to be the odd one out. And I guess this is why people do it, because like you're like, oh well, everybody else is, so I'll just do it. But like I do feel a little bit of pressure to like, oh well, when I'm there, like, and everybody else is having a drink, I will want to have a drink. Like I'll probably think, oh, why did I bring the car? Like I would actually love an espresso martini. So now I'm torn, because I'm like, well, I could just not drive and still only have like one or two. Like I don't have to get drunk. I can still just have one or two, and then I'll feel like I'm joining in. I'll feel like I'm in the mix with everybody, and you know, then I'm not restricted with having the car. But then also I'm like, you know what, no, like you want to be fresh in the morning, you want to make the most of your New Year's Day, you want to go for your run, so take the car. So I'm going back and forward, and I really, really can't decide what to do. Half of me is like, no, go into your New Year's Day fresh, go for your run, don't drink, take the car, you can leave whenever you want when you've got the car, like you've got the freedom, you'll save money on taxis, like do that. Other half of me is like, girl, it's only New Year's Eve once a year. It's only New Year's Eve once 2027. Like, go have a drink, enjoy. But then I'm also like, well, I don't need to have a drink to enjoy myself. Like, I can still go and still enjoy myself and still, like, have fun. without having a drink. So why am I like, you're only 27 once? Like, yes, you're only 27 once, but I can still have fun. Do you see the dilemma? Like, do you see the internal battle? And I've spoke about this before. I am someone that really, really, really struggles to make decisions. Like, I just can't do it. Like, I have to get my people to make decisions for me. So right now, if Zach came upstairs and was like, take the car, decision made, I'd be like, okay. Or he was like, don't take the car, let's get a taxi, decision made. I'd also be like, okay, like I need someone to make that decision for me. But even though the decision only impacts me, like it doesn't impact anybody else. That's one of the things I want to work on in 2025. Like that is one of my mental goals, I guess, just to be more decisive and to actually decide what I want to do rather than like what I think I should do. That a bit heavy? Probably. I am torn. I'm torn because either way I'll regret it. I'll get there with the car and I'll think, oh, everybody else is having fun, like I want to have a drink. Or I won't take the car and I'll be there thinking, oh, I've got to be up so early in the morning, like I wish I could just leave, like I'm so tired. So I just, hindsight, I wish I could fast forward 4 hours and feel the vibes, assess the situation, and then come back into the present moment and decide. But obviously, that's not an option. I feel like I just do the exact same eye look every single time. Like I use the same 5 shadows, do the same thing, and adjust. I don't know. I can't be bothered to do anything else. And it always looks good and I can always rely on it. So don't mind me doing the same eye look I've been doing for the last year, maybe even longer. I mean, I might do a little bit of shimmer tonight. It is New Year's Eve after all. But honestly, the place that I'm going, like it's quite casual. Like it's almost like a farmhouse, like pub kind of vibe. So it is quite casual. I presume people will be dressed up because it is New Year's Eve. And honestly, I'm not even bothered if we're overdressed because, like I say, it is New Year's Eve. Like if I want to get dressed up, then I will. But we probably are going to look a little bit out of place, to be honest. But whatever. This is what I was saying. I think I was saying it in one of my recent hauls. Like, you only get one life to wear the outfits that you want to wear. Like, do the makeup that you want to do, try the hairstyles that you want to try. Like, you only get one life to do it. So, even if you feel like you're going to look out of place and you might look a little bit silly, just, if it's what you want to do, just do it. Because, like, when else are you going to wear them? Like, you're waiting for that fancy event, for that big bougie restaurant, for, like, all of these things to wear all of these outfits. And probably, chances are, no offense, but you're not going to go. So, just go for it. Wear the outfits. Should we do a little bit of glimmer, glitter, glisten? I don't know. I've got this one from MAC, Reflects Gold. I mean, should we do this? Am I going to hate it? Probably. Let's just do a little light dusting, if you will. A tiny little shimmeroo. Just to add a little bit. A something. Can you see that, hopefully? It's just took it from matte to like semi-matte. A little bit of something. Just a light dusting of glitter. She said light dusting, then proceeded to add loads more. Whoops. Let's get rid of all of that underneath. That is annoying. The weather's honestly putting me off. There's some kind of storm out there. Like, I don't know what the storm is, but there's some kind of storm going on that is completely putting me off, making me want to get into my bed, to be honest. I'm going to do my eyeliner and mascara off camera because that's boring, and truthfully, I can't take the pressure of doing my eyeliner on camera. But then I will be back. Obviously, Zach decides to dry his hair at the exact second I switch my camera back on. Obviously. Switch it off. Okay, I finished my eye makeup. I've just gone for my usual, my classic, trusty eyeshadow that I always do. I added a little bit of shimmer onto the front of the lid, brow bone, and then I just did my classic wing. And I also did like a little cat eye in the centre of the wing as well, just because, well, because I was feeling fancy. I'm going to line my lips with MAC Cork as always. Really want to try out a new lip tonight. I always wear the same lip. I always wear Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, or I wear one of the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. I really want to try out a new lip tonight. So we're going to have a little look in my lip collection and figure out something new to experiment with. I really enjoyed having some up and some down the last time I did it. I think I did it like last week. And I really liked it because it was a good mix of having my hair down and having it curly and then also having it like out the way. So I think I'm going to opt for the same again because then if it's windy, it doesn't really matter. And I don't know, I just liked it and it felt nice and it looked nice. So I'm going to do a some up and some down situation again. So I'm just going to take this section of hair roughly, put it up into a ponytail. And then I'm going to curl everything. I'm going to curl the ponytail. I'm going to curl the bottom half. I'm going to get it all nice and curly. I'm going to use my trusty Mark Hill curling wand, the medium curl barrel. I always use this. And of course, I have already put some heat protection on because I'm already losing enough hair as it is. I can't afford to frazzle any more strands of hair. So, do I need a bit more? I don't know. I can't decide. I think that's about right. I think I'm going to put a little bow in as well. I've got a little bow selection here, so I'm going to opt for one of those because it's my last opportunity to be festive before it's officially the new year. Is that enough hair is the only thing I'm thinking. Should I put more hair? No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I really want this bit to be like separated, so I've still got a parting. Because I don't like it when it just has no parting. I think it doesn't suit me. I think I should have put more hair in that. Let's assess. I'm just slicking it back with some of the Mark Hill Tame and Polish. I don't know if they actually sell this anymore. I haven't seen it in Boots or anywhere for ages, but I love it. It's one of my favourite things to slick my hair back because it brushes out really nicely. So tomorrow when I want to brush it out, it'll brush out nicely. I don't have to wash my hair. And I just find that it's nicer in my hair than gel. It just looks a little bit nicer. So I absolutely love using this. And Zach loves it as well. I always find him stealing it. And I don't know if they still sell it. Like, I need to find out because I will be sad if not, because I do really love it. So I'm just going to slick it all back. And then I think I'm just going to curl everything. I love doing a slick Rick. I love being like a bald egg. A bald egg? An egg? I don't know. Right, hair is curled. I'm going to brush it out to try and get some volume because I've got about 6 strands of hair left on my head. So that just gives it a little bit more volume. And then we're going to get dressed. I actually already know what I'm wearing for once, which is a change for me, but I've been super organised. So literally just get dressed, do some jewellery, get a bag together. And we're ready to go. And I still haven't decided whether I'm taking the car or not. Oh, I just don't know. I just don't know what to do with myself. Right. Let's get dressed and then I'm going to decide about a bow. I do kind of want to put a bow in, but I just don't know if it's a bit much. I'm going to put my dress on first and then we're going to go from there because that will just be like a little finishing touch. Right, let's move over to the tripod. Okay, this is the dress that I'm wearing. I got this from Commence really recently. I did show it in my Commence haul, which I think was a couple of Get Ready With Me's ago, but it was too big. So I've had it tailored, so I'm hoping it fits. I'm going to try it on, I'm hoping it fits. I picked it up from the tailor yesterday, and I haven't actually tried it on. I definitely should have done that, but I thought I've got other options if it doesn't fit. So let's give this a go. It's super cute and super festive and very New Year's Eve. Okay, the dress fits. I actually wish it was a little bit tighter, not gonna lie. I had the seamstress take it in all across the waist. And I did ask her to take it in on the sides here as well, but I feel like she just hasn't, which, I don't know, it's a little bit annoying. But it fits definitely a lot better now. It was way too big before. It's just kind of not really hugging my waist at all. It was just like quite poofy. So it fits quite cute. The only thing I'm now deciding is whether to put tights on or not. Like, would tights look a little bit better? Or should I just do bare-legged? I mean, bare-legged, I am going to be cold, but I don't know if tights kind of ruin it a little bit. I'm going to pop some jewellery on. Should I do my Michael Kors earrings? Or should I always do these little flowers from Shein. I really love these little flowers from Shein. I always do these. Or should I do these little Michael Kors ones? The Michael Kors ones look a little bit more expensive. Yeah, definitely. the little Michael Kors number. They look so much better. Let me put those in. Why do I never wear those as often? I should wear those more often. They look unreal. I wish this dress was a little bit tighter. It's still a little bit big. She could have cinched it in at the sides there. I might take it back to her and ask her to tweak it ever so slightly because, you know, like I've paid for it now, so I'd rather it fits absolutely perfectly, but never mind. It'll do for tonight. I am questioning whether my chest and my neck are the same colour, or I think I still need to do some bronzer, you know, because they're kind of similar, but like also not really. So let me just try and match that up a little bit. I'm gonna put on my jacket and then I'm gonna decide about the tights because I don't know if I'm just doing too much. I'm wearing this jacket from Commence as well. So the dress and the jacket is both from Commence. The entire outfit is Commence. Oh, this dress is coming down. It's too big. Do we need tights? Oh, I am a little bit extra, aren't I, to go to like a farmhouse pub. Oh, it's a bit much. Especially if I had the bow in my hair. It's a bit much, but then again, it is New Year's Eve. I've just texted in the group chat and the girls said they're super dressy. So I'm keeping this on. I thought I was going to be overdressed. I probably am for the venue, but as long as everybody else is dressy as well, I don't mind. They said they're 9.5 out of 10 dressy. I would say this is 9.5 out of 10 dressy, especially once I put the little coat on. I'm just torn whether to do tights or not. Should I do a bow is the next question that I've got going on. Oh, I think I should do the bow, you know. Perfume of the night, I'm going to wear my favourite, which is Versace Crystal Noir. I usually only bring this out on special occasions because it was running low. But I've just got a new one for Christmas, so I'm going to drench myself in it. It's absolutely stunning. If you haven't smelled this perfume, go and smell it because it's my absolute favourite. I'm going to put some of it on my jacket as well. Honestly, I should use it sparingly because it's so expensive, but I just love it. It's unreal. I'm actually going to put a little bit of this Victoria's Secret coconut passion oil on my body. I don't know if I'm going to regret this because I do have tan on and I don't know how it's going to mix, but we're about to find out because I'm doing it. I'm doing it and I'm hoping it's not going to make the tan go all streaky because it's done now. I'll just let that marinate for a second. Put a little bit of shine spray on my hair. Try and make the 6 strands that I've got left look at least a little bit shiny. I'm going to take my Kodak Polaroid camera because I thought how fun we can get some little Polaroid pictures. So I need a bag that's big enough to fit everything in. So as per usual, I'm taking my classic black DKNY. It's not really the best one. It doesn't really go the best. It's not my nicest bag, but I really want to take this and it's the only bag that will fit it in. So I'm going to pop that in. I'm going to pop some powder in, my lip liner. I'm going to take my little light so I can get a cute picture. Ow! That can't really hurt. Setting myself up for the best chance of success tomorrow, and I'm setting my running clothes out. I've got my running outfit and I'm putting it there on my dressing table so when I wake up in the morning it's there and I'm ready to go. I'm even going to get my deodorant and my body spray out so everything is here ready for me to go so I have no excuses. Wake up, get dressed and go. Right, I'm ready. Let's put this on. Let's finish the look. Put the heels on. I know I keep going on about this dress, but what was the point in getting it tailored when it just keeps coming down? I know, but it's annoying me. It's not comfortable. These are the finished vibes. Like, is this a New Year's Eve vibe? I'm so extra. We're literally going to a pub. We are literally going to a pub, but these are the vibes. I did put the little bow in my hair because I thought, you know what, like, live and let live. Let's go. Let's go. Happy New Year, guys. Happy bloody New Year. Right, I'm ready. I'm just about to leave. But I just wanted to say I'm actually really proud of myself. I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to. I'm going to take the car. I'm going to have a couple of mocktails. I look so extra for literally going to a pub. But Happy New Year, everyone. I will catch up with you all in the morning when I get up to go for my 5k run, which I'm going to do. Set my clothes out. I'm going to do it. But yeah, I hope everyone has a lovely evening. And I'll speak to you all in the morning. I'm not going to take my camera. I'm just going to go and have fun. But yeah. Happy New Year, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, guys. Happy New Year. It's the 1st of January. I'm up. It's, what time is it? 8:15. And I'm up. I didn't know if I was going to do it. I got home last night at about 2. Went to bed. Was asleep by 3. By the time I took my makeup off, put myself into bed, actually fell asleep. I was asleep by 3 a.m. and I've been up since 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've had a 4.5 hours sleep. I'm absolutely shattered. But at least I'm not hungover. I didn't have any alcohol last night and I'm so happy with my choice. I am so happy with my choice. I don't feel hungover, obviously, at all. But I do feel very tired. But I'm up. I'm not dressed. The only thing I'm now debating is I've just seen on one of the girls' Instagram stories that they're going to have like a filming crew or something there. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought it was literally just a run. So I'm just in a normal gym outfit, no makeup, hair and a ponytail. And now I'm like, should I put a little bit of makeup on, like just in case? But I just really don't want to. Like I just want to run and just like, I just really don't want to. But like, should I? Probably. Right guys, I'm ready. I'm going. I didn't bother putting makeup on. I thought, you know what? Can't be bothered. I want to come home and go back to bed because I'm shattered. I'm just going to grab a quick snack because I need a little bit of energy. I'm going to have one of these real superfood energy bars. So they've got caffeine in them and they're also like a superfood bar. Take that in the car with me. And let's go do a New Year's Eve day, a New Year's Day 5K. I'm a poet and I didn't know. Let's go do a New Year's Day 5K. Right, I'm going. We've made it here. I've got 5 minutes to spare. I can see loads of boys here though. I'm sure it's just a girls event. So I'm like, don't know what's going on there. I can see loads of boys in their gym kit like walking towards the event, but I'm here. We've made it. I've got 5 minutes to spare. Not like me to be early / on time. So I'm pleased about that. So I'm going to head in and let's go smash a 5K at 9 a.m. on New Year's Day. I'm actually so proud of myself. Usually I'd be in bed hungover right now, but not this year. So very, very pleased about that. I don't know whether to take my glasses. Do I need my glasses? Shall I leave them in the car? I don't know. Let's go. I'm excited.
I was going to say the white one.
Well, I know. Well, we literally just got these this morning. And I've got other ones. I'm back. And I love that. I've had the most wholesome morning. I mean, what an amazing day. Amazing way to start 2025 off. Been for my 5K run. It was actually 6K. I don't know how that happened, but it was actually 6K. Had a nice coffee afterwards with some of the girls and had a lovely yap about our like 2025 goals and what we want to do this year. And I've just had a lovely morning. Like I've really, really loved it. Sorry, my camera died and I have now been and done the food shop and come back home. But I was saying I've had such a gorgeous morning and it's such a good way to start the year off. Like little run, little coffee, little yap, and now I've been to do the food shop. So let's have a quick little food shop haul. Okay, this is everything that I've got. So we are usually super healthy, but we're going to try and be like extra healthy, obviously given it's the first of the year, you know, all of that. So picked up some meat. I usually don't really eat too much meat. I eat a lot of fish. So I got some prawns, I got some cod, did get some chicken, got a lot of veg, some carrots, some stir-fry veg, asparagus, broccoli, tomatoes, all the good stuff. Jason's bread, as always. I usually get the whole grain one, but they didn't have any in stock, so I just got the white one. My almond milk. This granola I actually really like. I know granola's not the healthiest for you, but I really like the Special K one. It's like somewhere in the middle. If you don't know about these wraps, you need to get to know. They are the best wraps ever and so healthy for you. Greek yogurt, standard procedure. I also love these little corn mini bites for a snack. Avocados, chia seeds, all the good stuff. So I'm going to pop all of this away and make myself some lunch. I'm probably going to go ahead and end this little video here. It was kind of like a get ready with me, but I thought we could spend this little morning together as well. So thank you so much for watching. Please please do go and subscribe. Please don't forget. Ready to smash my 2025 YouTube goals. And I will catch up with you all in the next video. Bye.